Bop, 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 bop. I'm supposed to go live like in 3, 4, 2, 1. Oh, okay, now I could be live. Hey, it's Peter Gregg. It's Friday night. And do you know where your camera is? Why not? And if you do, take a picture. Take a picture of me. Take a picture of you. Take a picture of your kids. Take a picture of something, of the vase on your kitchen table. Welcome. It is Friday night. And what's the date? August 4th. And I know it's somebody's birthday. I used to know whose it was, but I think we have a birthday today, or we had a birthday coming up this weekend, or we had a birthday this week. So I don't remember who it is, but happy birthday to whoever. Wait. We can do better than that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear birthday person. Even though you're hiding, I know it's your birthday today. I love you. I love you. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Should we start it properly? Yeah? Okay, let's do that.
Relax. You are about to watch a Peter Gregg video. Something warm, human, and wonderful happens when you watch Peter Gregg.
Here we are. I made it to the chair. I'm sitting here. Wait, I've got a little keyboard that I connected. So every time I go and I say, well, the keyboard is over there, it's I got the little short, stupid one that came with the Apple years ago. Okay, wherever it is, there it is. Okay, I don't use this thing because I need all the stuff over here. I don't have a delete button on here. Well, I have a delete button here, but I don't have a backspace. So it's basically missing stuff, so to speak. Did I turn the reverb off? Yes, I did. Is it, I do the right mic? Yes, I did. Okay, take it easy, Peter. The world isn't going to come to the end, just because you pushed the wrong button. Okay, so let's put this down because I'm certainly not going to hold the keyboard all night. And let's turn on all the comments. And let's make sure I'm actually live. Live. Canon R8. What an awesome camera. It's crazy, unbelievable that the dumb thing actually overheats. I mean, is that weird or what? So let's go. Let's look at the broadcast. Peter Gregg live. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'm live. Are you? You're not live? Well, it is 10 o'clock. Let's go over. I just got to make sure I'm not doing one of those where it's, in the wrong mode. So I'm going to go over. I'm going to go to the dashboard. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Then I'm going to go to the live stream. I think I am. And content. Boom. I've got it. By Jove. My baby, she's got it. And we are unlisted. So, well, let's go public. I've been working this show for the last, 4 minutes in an unlisted mode. How crazy is that? But I think I just changed it to listed, which means it bumped over from unlisted to listed. Okay, so what can I tell you? People make mistakes. I've done this mistake before, and it is what it is. Okay, so now that I know that we're listed, I think I'll just leave it the way it is. I had a really nice opening. I promise. It was excellent. And you missed it. You missed out. So Scotty is here, and he is. I would have actually taken the show down and started over fresh. But now to see how wonderful the opening was, you're going to actually have to go and watch when it reprocesses. over tonight. So Scotty's here, strawberry shortcake covered with fresh sweet dairy cream and punch. Bon appetit. Well, I can eat the strawberries, I can eat the whipped cream, and I could put a little of the stevia on it and make it, oh my God, that's going to taste so good. So I was talking to you guys for like all of 4 minutes, telling you about the Canon R8, and I was saying that it is somebody's birthday today. I don't know whose birthday it is, but they said it was their birthday, and I can't remember whose birthday it was. So I actually sang happy birthday to the secret birthday person, and I don't know whose birthday it was. But if you're willing to tell me, I'll sing it again. I really will. I'll sing happy birthday all over again. All right, let's turn on the revolving cameras. Where are they? They're right down here. One. Okay, so now I'm on the right one. Okay, so, hey, it's on the right camera. It's the right Peter. It's the right microphone. It's the right person. And we've even got the right people in here. Here is Charles. Charles came and had a hamburger with me. Yes, he certainly did. He had a hamburger with me last Saturday? So it's almost a week. He's my hamburger buddy. So, and Woody's in here. How you doing, Woody? Memory is the second thing to go. That's what I tell everybody. Memory is the second thing to go. I got to adjust this pillow because the first thing to go is down here somewhere, and it's definitely not comfortable right now. But now I'm comfortable. I can actually lean back. I've been making LUTs all week, okay? Testing colors. Be nice if I aim this microphone at me. And we got us a show. We got us a show going. So the Canon R8, what a new overheating creature it is. Amazing, amazing. And I've been talking to Justin today on the phone a couple of times, yesterday and today, and he's running. He's actually got the camera, the R8, the Canon R8. He actually has the camera in the refrigerator right now. So somewhere on this country, somewhere on this in this country, in this world, somewhere on the planet, there is a Canon R8 sitting in the fridge. Okay, so we might get a video out of that. Who knows? Woody, did you tell me it was your birthday? I knew it was somebody important that it was their birthday, and Simon is saying he's winking at me. Simon, I bet you wink at all the boys. How you doing? Actually, I just got off the phone with Simon. Put your hands in the air, says. Okay, so Simon is going to have a new feature on his show. It's going to be called Simon Says. It'll have an introduction and Simon Says, and then, no, he's not. I just made that up. But Woody is your birthday today. So you know what? Pam is actually celebrating your birthday up in heaven. She's going, my hubby is having a birthday. I wish I was down there with him. Well, no, I really don't, because I really like heaven right now an awful lot. And I don't really want to go back down there. I wasn't feeling well and all that stuff. So I like it here, but I'm waiting for you, Woody. Not too quick, Woody. Don't, Woody. No. I don't want you leaving too quickly. I like you around. We have a good time together. So I got the mic, and I'm going to switch cameras now. Okay. So we're going to go to the white. We're going to the white Sony because I have a white one and a black one. And then I'm going to actually stand myself up. I'm going to come up to the table. And a happy birthday to you. Come on, Luke, you can sing this with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Carly's grandpa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Woody. Carly and Luke love you so much. How old are you now, Woody? How old are you now, Woody? How old are you, Woody? How old are you now? Well, look at this. Simon's birthday was last weekend. Happy birthday to you, Simon. Happy birthday to Simon. Happy birthday, dear Simon. Happy birthday to you. And it's Kyle's birthday, mañana, tomorrow. Happy birthday to Kyle. Happy birthday to Kyle. Happy birthday to Kyle. Happy birthday to Kyle. Kyle. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I just turned my haul off. Okay, so now I'm back in the Christmas room. Now, how do I gracefully go and sit back again? Okay, I'll take the mouse. I'm going to step back over to the chair. I'm going to lean way over, and I'm going to click on the sitting version of the Sony. So now I'm comfortable. Yeah, believe it or not. And now I have to find the correct rotating cameras. So I know this is the wrong one because I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Okay, so I found my sitting cameras. So here we go. I got to put the camera. This is a microphone, not a camera, Peter. All right. I'm getting there. My R8 is getting hot. I got the title of the show, my Overheating R8. I don't have an R8, but Justin does. Justin has an R8. And he's either put it or will be putting it in the Frigidator. Or not. We'll find out. So anyway, Justin at Babyback Maniac Leftovers. Don't forget the word leftovers. He's my buddy. I spoke to him today. I spoke to him yesterday and today. Okay. And I spoke to Simon today. Who else did I talk to? My phone gets a lot of use around here. So he's been making videos. So if you have an interest in the R8, go to Babyback Maniac Leftovers. Randy, if you're awake, big boy, because Randy gets all comfortable. He gets all comfortable in his chair and he falls asleep. So put the link up to Justin's R8 overheating video. Okay. You could put it up in here. You're a moderator, so you can actually put a link in here when I give permission. So I'm giving permission. Because I don't want people putting links in here because you got Simon with Ordinary Filmmaker, and he's got a son that's 8 years old. So I actually protect the boy, okay? He's kind of like my kid in a way. As long as he lives with Simon, I can claim him. Now, if he comes to live here, I don't have the energy to deal with an 8-year-old. But as long as he's at Simon's house, that's wonderful. So I don't want things linked to without my permission, just to protect grandkids and kids that I care about, okay? So it's a Peter thing. Hello? I'm looking at you, Nikon Z6. So let's get back into the show. Where's my button? There it is. Okay, so where I left off with Charles saying hello, and Woody said hello, and Scotty said memory is the second thing to go kaput. What's the first thing? Like, we don't know. We're all guys, right? We know what's the first thing to go. We definitely do. You wouldn't know. You're not old enough yet, Simon. Okay, but you'll get there. You'll have your day. Yes, you will. So Simon is in here winking, and Woody Woody is kind of my age. Maybe he's not as old as me. So if you don't have any takers, it's my birthday today. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, dear Woody and Simon. And Craig's birthday was last week. And whoever else. And Kyle's is tomorrow. I love it when we have birthdays. Okay. Now, if I was a millionaire, brand new Overheating R8s for everybody. Okay, there we go. Now you can wake up. That was a dream. All right, so Woody, I sang happy birthday to you. And Simon, I think I sang happy birthday to you too. Yes, I did. And Craig, I sang happy birthday last time, but it was his birthday last week. Happy birthday, dear Craig. Happy birthday, dear Craig. Happy birthday, dear Craig. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so Scotty has got, we had hot fudge ice cream cake for your birthday last week, Simon. Maybe Peter has some left in his freezer. Bah! Scott, if I had hot fudge ice cream cake last week, there ain't none left, right? Who do you think you're kidding? Seriously? And if I didn't finish it, Charles would have finished it with me. Honest to God. And we didn't even have dessert. I didn't even have the couth, or whatever you call it, to actually make the man dessert. Well, I actually, Charles and I ate, and I pushed him out the door. Now, it was like I was getting picked up, and I was going to eat in an hour. So how rude it is to have a guest over here and not actually eat with them. It's a weird feeling. So I made hamburgers, but I couldn't eat mine because in an hour or less, I would be eating at my brother's house. And he was making steaks, ribeye steaks, in the sous vide machine. So I just watched Charles eat, and he ate, and he wiped his mouth. The poor guy was self-conscious. So let's get rolling into the show. Happy birthday, Kyle. That's from Craig. And Simon says, thank you. My wife made durian cake. Durian is a fruit, right? And it's a Chinese fruit. That's a nice shirt. It seems to be becoming the Christmas room shirt. Okay. So Funnel Fest is here. Hi, Jerry. How are you doing? A good Friday evening, Peter. Nope, that's not Jerry. This is Jerry, 181 Uplift. I almost got it wrong, but I straightened my my aspirin out right quick. So I got it at 181 Uplift. Good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing? What are you doing? Who are you doing it with? And what are you doing? I want to know. Well, this is not an X-rated show, but it sure would be fun to find out. So, Funnel Fest is saying happy birthday to Woody. Funnel Fest is saying something very important. Okay, turn on your ears, guys, okay? Most camera overheats these days. Just like window computers. Put the Apple M chips in the cameras so they stay nice and cool. So the problem was, it was just a few years back, we never talked about overheating. But they have put so much stuff, they have to stop designing cameras like it was 2015 and 2016. Okay? We are in 2023. It's a whole new world out there. Looking at you, kid. Okay, it's a whole new world, and they're still making cameras like they were making them 5, 6, 7 years ago. And guess what? These cameras are now overheating. So what you gonna do? So they got us come up with a whole new way. So Simon says it's a very smelly fruit. Yes, that's what I heard. I've never had it, but I heard it smells terrible, the durian, okay? But it tastes great. Now, I'm not so sure if I would be too pleased with that. All right, so now, since we're at the end, I want to show you what I did. All right, so let's lock down the Panasonic S2 camera. Okay, and let's open it. Let me show you. I've been creating LUTs all week long. Now, you guys that have a professional a monitor to look at, see, these pictures look different on everybody's monitor. Honest to God. So it could look perfectly fine right here in this room on my monitor. And it does not look perfectly fine on the 65-inch screen. Okay, which Charles said, wow, he's got a big one. He was referring to my screen. I wasn't getting a physical from the doctor, and he said, wow, that's a big one. He was looking at my screen, and he said, wow, that's a big one. It's a 65-inch screen. However, okay, it's the colors are not reliable, so I cannot tune in a camera based on that. So what I have to do is I have to tune in a camera, then look at my iPad, because the iPad for me is the happy medium, because one guy might be looking at it on his iPhone, another guy might be looking at it on his iPad, another guy might be looking at it on his OLED TV, like Randy's got a big professional TV. And then Charles has a brand new iMac M2 MacBook. So everyone's got a different one, okay? So each one of us that has a different one, it looks different on each thing. So one guy will say it's overexposed. Another guy will say it's underexposed. Another one will say this. So I kind of like the fact that we've got a very diverse group of people in here. So I don't look at any one of you in particular single and say, oh, I'm going to go by what they say. And the reason for that is because the monitors over at Sly's house are going to be different than the monitors at Randy's house. They're going to be different than the monitor at Jim's house. They're going to be different than the monitor at Craig's house or anybody. Okay, so, but I listen to each person, and then I try to make a happy medium. Now, why am I saying all that? Because you're all in the same boat. You're going to make it look perfect, and you're going to be convinced that it's absolutely perfect on your quote-unquote calibrated monitor. But then the next guy that's looking at it, it looks completely off. So how do you strike a happy medium? Okay, so I went with the iPad. When I make it so that it looks good on my 2022 iPad, I find the most number of people are happy with my colors. Doesn't mean I'm going to print based on that. That's a whole different profile story, okay? So let me show you, all right? We are we're on the right camera. Okay. All right. So you might want to turn on your memory. All right. So we are on LUT 510. Do you know what a LUT is? A LUT is a color instruction file that the camera follows, and it interprets a very flat file. So this is what the camera is actually putting out. Okay. Look. This is what the camera is actually putting out right now. Okay, so let me turn it on so I could see. All right, so this is what it actually is putting out, and this is called V-Log. So if you had a Canon camera, you would be on what's called C-Log. If you had a Nikon camera, you would be what's called N-Log. And if you were on a Fuji camera, you would be on F-Log. If you were on a Sony camera, come on, get into the game with me, it would be called S-Log. Now, when they create new iterations of these, it's S-Log 1, S-Log 2, S-Log 3, or just the plain one. Same thing with the Canon. Canon has C-Log, C-Log 1, which is C-Log, C-Log 2, which is not available to most people, C-Log 3. Okay, now we've got V-Log over here. Now, when I turn on the LUT that I created here on my computer, it looks like this, okay? So if you like it or if you don't, it's my interpretation, all right? So let's change it, okay? So I'm going to change it now. So 510 is where we're starting, okay? Now, I have made almost 500 different little tests. That's why we're on number 500. Okay, that's a lot of testing this week. Your eyes go bonkers. Okay, so let me go with one of my favorite ones, and don't be shocked. This is the coloring for 503. Okay. All right, so this is the coloring for 503. So we just went from 510 to 503, and this is 503B because I've done actual variations on 503. So what has 503 done? I have raised up on 503B the saturation. So on 510, which is kind of like my middle ground, okay, that's the one I kind of like, that I think would make most of you happy on what you're watching. Okay, now on my monitor, this looks really, really good. My face is gorgeous. My red shirt is, oh my God, I feel like I could rip off a piece and eat it. It's a strawberry. But you know what? In your house, right now, it might not look so good. Or in your house, it's dazzling. So I need you to give me, wait, let me go through the other ones. Okay, so this is 503B. Okay, so let's raise the saturation a little bit. And let's go to 503E. Okay, now this is the red slider moved up. Now, I think that the red on here is too hot. Too much red. Okay? That's what I think. But it don't look half bad. But you know what? There's the red on the tree and everything is too much. So I don't think I would use the 503E. Okay? So let's go to another one. I'm kind of liking this one. Okay, so this is number 515. You're going to get lost if you don't keep notes. Okay, so this is the red slider pulled down, but still pumping up the midtones. Okay, so the secret is when you pump up the midtones, okay, it actually is like smoothing the skin. So when I keep complaining, I'm going to be 70 years old and my skin looks like chituli, okay, you pump up the midtones and your skin looks better, okay? So we have another problem going on here, all right? Now, I don't want you guys to fixate on my mouth, but some of these, if you've got the color balance wrong in the yellows, it'll make my teeth look very yellow, ugly. It's actually, once you see it, you can't unsee it, okay? But my teeth are not that yellow. Honestly, they could use a cleaning. Everybody can go for a teeth cleaning. But some of them make the teeth look yellow. So we're going to go back to where we came in. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the 510, which is kind of like my happy medium one. All right. So now I need to come over to the chat so I can catch up and see what you guys are saying. Use your scopes. The monitor doesn't matter much after that. All right. Simon's in training mode. Okay. Ray says, I know nothing about the Canon R8, but I'm 100% sure there will be many complaints about it. Isn't it the way it goes, Ray? By the way, hi. Love you, bro. Thank you for being here. Woody says, I don't like the 503B. It's too red. Right? I started popping up the the reds. Well, the 503E is too hot. Okay. Now let me get one that I liked. Okay, and I tried to actually improve on this one, and then I did something very dumb. I didn't save it, so I can't go back and replicate it. These things happen. Okay. All right. So this is number 30. So I was right at the beginning of making LUTs for this camera. Okay. So this is number 30. And I think this is kind of a happy balance. Woody, tell me how this looks on your monitor. Okay. And remember the numbers. So like Jerry said, I like this setting. I've gone through 5 of them. I don't know which one you're talking about, Jerry. So put in a number so I get some feedback. Okay, so this is number 30. So I'm going to sit here for a minute until I get some feedback from you guys on number 30. So Tom is in the house. Hi, Tom. Are you having a good time? Is hockey still hot? Or are you kind of like dulling out on it? Because I know he goes and he actually goes. So that's not where I want to go. I want to go bigger. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And I want to raise this up. So I'm on 30 now. Okay. So, oh, we got a little thing going on here with the 30. Jerry is saying, I like this setting. Jerry, if you like the setting on 30, then we've got a 30 windfall coming. Okay. So here's 30. Woody says 30 looks good. Hey, we might have a winner. And this is the one I didn't save. I mean, I have it as a LUT. But if I go back into my Final Cut Pro to bring it back in again, oh my God. I didn't save the damn thing. You want to know how irritating that is? Okay. So 30 looks good. Woody says 30 looks good. Jerry says 30 looks good. Tom Buck says that 30 looks good. Tom says hockey is good. I've been trying out the goalie position because apparently I'm insane. Well, if you ever plan on having kids, wear a cup. Otherwise, don't bother. It'll feel good after a while. A couple of hits in the right spot. The whole thing is that you're having a good time. Really, I hope you're having a good time because you got the stadium just blocks away from the house. So Carlos, hi Carlos. You know I saw your name, but I didn't put it up. So hi Carlos, how you doing, buddy? I did say hi to Jim. Good evening, Peter, and happy Friday to you all. I just kind of got excited with everybody. Working late tonight, just a quick break to say hi to everybody in the Christmas room. Hi Carlos. Yeah, I don't like skipping over people. That's not people are waiting to get a hello, and I like to give hellos. So Carlos is voting for 30. So 30 is doing good. All right, now here, let's take it. I'm not going to change the 30, so don't get upset, okay? I'm going to take it. I'm going to do a side-by-side split screen with 30 and this guy right here, the Nikon Z6, okay? So the Nikon Z6 is something that everybody likes. And I don't know if it's personally me, but I think that LUT number 30 actually looks better than on your left side is the Nikon Z6. So I think LUT number 30 on the Panasonic camera actually looks better than the Nikon Z6. Now, the interesting thing is these LUTs will work, especially if I make it unique for the camera, will work on the Canons, will work on the Nikons, the Sonys, the new R8 that we're supposed to be talking about overheating, and so on and so forth. So now let's take a look at this and let's see if I can come over here and fix this so we're kind of like in the center. There we go. All right. So I want to include that over there. Okay, so Jerry is going 30 is the winner, I think, and Woody is going 30 looks better than the Z6. That's where I started to get interested, okay, because to me number 30, LUT 30 actually looked better than the Z6, which is really a mouthful. Because I've had two people in particular, I can actually name who you are, that have said, I always like it when you're back to the Z6. It makes you look the best. So, you know, I'm thinking like, well, dang, the Z6 is hard to beat. And I hear I've got this brand new camera, okay, over there. And I can't get the new camera to look as good as this 5 to 7 year old camera. And I did. I got it to look good. So I'm a little, can I say proud of myself without sounding like an egomaniac? Okay. So I think LUT 30. Now, what irritates me more than anything else, okay, is I don't know if it was just something stupid. So I've got all these others saved. So what that means is I can actually go back to that LUT, and let's say we were sitting here and you said to me, Peter, I'd like you to raise the reds up on LUT 30 a little bit. Or you said, Peter, I'd like to see what LUT 30 looks like with the reds brought down a little bit. Or I'd like to see a little more yellow in LUT 30. I don't have the settings anymore. I can't tell you how sad it makes me in my heart, because maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I can't fiddle with it, and it'll teach me to keep my fat fingers off of adjusting it anymore. So it is saved. I have it. It's not that I lost it. It's that I can't go back and fiddle with it a little bit more. And you're like me? you like to fiddle with things? Can I make it a little bit better? So the good news is I have LUT 30. It is saved. All right. I've tried to improve on it I could pull it into Final Cut Pro and then make it better or not. Would you say it's sharp enough? Because I can adjust. The only thing you can adjust here with the LUTs is not even the saturation. I can only adjust the sharpness. So I think this is where you actually can see the age between the Nikon Z6 and the brand new Panasonic. The Panasonic, it looks clear. I could see the strands of my hair, honestly. Okay. So now here's what I did. All right. I got to go back all the way up to the top. All right. So this is the Sony, and I put a little bit of no, I balanced it out. So this is the Sony W, and I put a LUT on this camera, okay? And this is the Nikon Z6, okay? And it too now has a LUT. It's all tuned in by Peter. Who's Peter? It's me. All right, so this camera does not have a LUT, okay? And that is this guy. See, I'm wearing my short pants. Okay, so let's bring this in. Okay, so this camera is set to I think it's standard or portrait, so there's no LUT here. Okay, so this camera has got no LUT applied. This is one of the profiles that come with the camera, and this is what you guys are working with, unless you switched over to a log. So I don't know, Tom, if you're still in here or not, but I've wondered, are you shooting off of a LUT? Because I know you're heavy into the Sonys, and I don't know what profile you're running at your in your blue room. This is the blue room. Some people have the green room. Well, he's got the blue room. Okay. So Charles says, I like LUT 30 with a little less yellow. And Sly says, hi, everybody. Happy birthday, Woody and Simon and Kyle and Craig. And it was your birthday just 2 weeks ago, right? So Woody says the Z6 looked a little over-sharpened over the 30. Okay. Well, I have to check on that, Woody. I don't know if I put the LUT in there. I don't know if I have any controls on the sharpness. So let's go back to the Z6 real quick. Okay. So if the Z6 looks a little over-sharpened, if I have any sharpening controls, I could pull it down. But if they don't give me a sharpening control, I don't have control over it. Okay. Now I can't do that now while I'm live. I have to go into the menu and so on and so forth. So I would say right now this guy is pretty much flat. I put the LUT in and I left it alone. Okay. And the same thing is true on the Panasonic. I put the LUT in here and I left the sharpness alone. I just know that I went to make an adjustment and there was nothing there. It's sharpness or nothing. Okay. So Carlos says the Sony looks really good. Okay, that's good news. Tom says I use no picture profile and then have a Final Cut preset that punches up the colors a little. Nothing too wild. So if you need a LUT to be made, send me a 1 minute or less video in log. No color adjustments. And I'll send you a LUT. And then you could pop it in and see how you like it. Okay, but it has to be completely straight out of the camera. No make adjustments at all. So I'll be glad to do that for you, Tom. If you have the curiosity. If you don't, you know what's the saying? If it ain't broke, Carlos saying, hey, Sly, we'll miss your stream tonight, but your peaceful lake video was great. Yes, Sly did I was so relaxed watching her out on that lake. So if you haven't seen Sly's new video that she put up just a couple of days ago, she's out on the lake in her kayak, and the skies are gorgeous. Gorgeous. I mean, the blues were rich, and you've got this beautiful lady out in the middle of a lake, and it was gorgeous, and it was like, wow. So Woody says, without the split screen, the Z6 looks okay for sharpness. Well, that's without the split screen, okay? So thanks, Carlos. Have a great night. Are you still at work, Carlos? Well, it is Friday, and it's 3 hours, so it's only like 7:41. So I know some of your clients, they have to wait to get out of work and come over there. So that is cool. But thank you for being here, Carlos, for remembering to come here. Tom Buck says, thanks, Peter. I actually did make a LUT a while ago to use in Ecamm. If I could be helpful, I'm here. Here I am. It's a matter of, well, you don't have a Panasonic. So I can make a LUT for you. It would be my pleasure. Plus, I like playing with this LUT stuff. Okay? It's fun. And you never have to broadcast it. All you got to do is try it, see how you like it. The lake was great. ASMR. ASMR. So I know that Carlos is in the ASMR business. So ASMR is kind of like you get in that comfortable zone where you just chill. That's what he tries to do with his patients. Get on the couch. And it might have been upgraded to a chair now, but in the old days it was a couch, okay? Just relax. We're going to ASMR you. I am going to ASMR you. Sounds bad, right? So it's a state of relaxation. That's what I do on the Sweet Sleep channel. I ASMR people. I just talk in an ASMR tone, with an ASMR lighting, with an ASMR pace, and I basically want to put the people to sleep. So Sly says, Haas just said hi to you, Peter. Hey, Haas. How you doing, Haas? I'm singing a song just to you. Hey, Haas, what you doing, Haas? I'm singing a song just for you. It's an advertisement for Haas. I have an advertisement for Haas, and you can't close it down 'cause I'm singing to you. Hey, Haas, what you doing out there? I know who's gonna be on Sly's show. It's gonna be Haas on Sly's show. Tonight we're gonna see Haas. He is staying at Sly's house tonight. And we're gonna see Haas at 11:30. So at 11:30, 10:30 Sly's time, Haas will be playing in the background, and he'll be a good boy, right, Haas? You're going to be a good boy, right? So he's what, all of 3 years old. Haas, hey, buddy, I love you, dude. I really do. I love you. You're a good boy. So Sly is saying, I'm sorry, you can't compete with the dinosaur train. A dinosaur train. Dinosaurs are my favorite. Oh my God, I think I have a dinosaur and it's coming. The dinosaur is coming for me right now. What do I do, Hoss? I have to get away from this dinosaur. It's gonna eat me, Hoss. Help! Hoss, help! Help! Did I get his attention? Okay, Hoss, go back to your dinosaur cartoon. Okay. So Hoss is Sly's grandson. He's 3 years old. And you know what? I'm the happiest when I'm talking to kids. I should make a kids channel, but then I can't monetize it. And I hate to say it, other than having fun, your YouTube channel is all about monetization. Okay? Anybody tells you anything else, they're at the beginning. It's like a boy that's first being exposed to sex. He just wants to do it. He's not even thinking about doing it better. It's just gotta do it, gotta do it, gotta do it. Okay? Well, that's what YouTube, how it starts. That's why I made a video called, what's it called? I forgot what I called it. It's puberty, YouTube puberty. So most people don't make it past 10 or 15 YouTubes because it's kind of like an introduction to a new sensation. And this sensation, I'm calling it YouTube puberty. It's the oh, I can see myself on the screen. Oh my God, this is exciting. It's almost orgasmic. And then it finally settles in that, hey, it's work. I have to work at this. The same like sex. It's work. It's not just about you. You have to please someone else. And that's when you start growing. And that's when you, if you're blessed enough to have an older grandpa or somebody that can help guide you through that, look, it's not all about you. You have to make the other person happy. It's not about making yourself happy. That's puberty. That's learning what your body is about. And then you actually have to graduate into pleasing others. And that's the unfortunate part. A lot of people never get to the point in any part of their life, not just the sexual part, of learning to please others. As a matter of fact, Dale Carnegie wrote a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And all that book is about is how to figure out what the other person wants and supply that. That's what I just saved you from buying the book, okay? Is how to win friends and influence people, is find out what the other guy is looking for and provide that. It's not about yourself. It's about being able to put yourself in a position where you're making other people happy. And my dad forced me when I was 16, 17, maybe 18, to read that book because Dad was old enough where he actually took the Dale Carnegie course from Dale Carnegie himself, okay? And the whole premise of what, he wasn't in selling insurance, okay? So when you met a new client, you were not trying to sell insurance to him, okay? Because that's what happens. You walk into a used car or a new car showroom, and basically the guy is thinking, what can I do to get you to buy a car today? See, it's his needs. He's still in puberty, okay? I've learned to get a commission check, and boy, this feels good. Just like a kid that's in puberty. That feels good, okay? But you get old enough where it's like you want the other person to have that satisfaction. And this is when you grow up to be a man. This is when you grow up to be a woman. And believe it or not, this is what some camera companies can't get themselves. Canon is still either in puberty or Canon is in marketing deception. Okay? So I have a friend, and I don't want to steal his thunder or anything. So he bought the Canon R8. And the R8 is overheating out the wazoo, meaning he looks at it, it overheats. He sent it back. He was so frustrated with the camera, he sent it back. So he is looking at other cameras, and he came up to the conclusion, I have too many Canon lenses. to buy something outside the Canon line. I don't want to start building up another line of cameras. So I actually want to build up. Now, he's not a Tom Buck, where Tom Buck has developed more than one system, or a Randall Brander, where he's got a Canon system that's developed, he's got a Sony system that's developed, he's got a Nikon system that's developed. Okay, when I say developed, that means he's got lenses for all of these. Okay, now Woody has got his Nikon, and he's not going to go out and buy a Sony. He's not going to go out and buy a Canon, because his lenses are Nikon lenses. All right, so I'm a little bit unusual, but then I did go through the Dale Carnegie course, so I'm actually looking at what does it take to please Roy. Roy is into Nikons. What does it take to please Woody? Woody is into Nikons. What does it take to please Sly? Sly is into Canon, but the M mount. What does it take to please this person or that person? Or Charles. Charles is very much into Fuji. So I have the sensation in my heart to be pleasing to each one of these different people. That's what I specialize in, okay? So, wait, Sly is saying, what is Haas doing up at 9:45 Oklahoma time? Haas is at his grandma's house, okay? Granny, hey, Haas, don't you got to go to bed? Well, Sly has told me when he poops out, he's out. But while he's in there playing, okay, he will either be completely infatuated with his dinosaur game, and the only thing that happens, so if you watch Sly tonight, and he's actually, wait, she told us what he's doing, okay? His mom is a bartender. His normal bedtime is around midnight, but he sleeps until 10:30 in the morning, except when he goes to Granny's house. We all keep very odd hours compared to the rest of the world. So you'll see Sly doing the show, just like I'm sitting here. Now, where there's a camera back there or a Christmas tree, you're going to see another Windows computer. And you're going to see Haas sitting back there playing on the Windows computer, okay? And he's playing a dinosaur game. Now, what Haas cannot stand is when a commercial pops up, because, you know, when you play games, unless you have the monthly YouTube thing, you get commercials, okay? So it freaks him out when a commercial comes up, and you'll watch him playing, and he'll be a good boy, and he'll be quiet until a commercial comes up. And then he goes ballistic. Granny, Granny, advertisement, Granny, Granny. And she goes, oh, okay, hold on one second, guys. So he can't wait for the commercial to finish, okay? He's 3 years old, all right? So she's got to stop her show and fast forward through the commercial, whatever she's got to do, okay? And then she can come back to it tonight. It's the cutest thing ever. So after this show is over, which this show should be over very shortly now. I guess I've been talking a lot. Okay. So you'll get to see it in live action. So Ray says, if you buy Sigma lenses, you can use multiple camera systems as long as you have the necessary adapters. Bingo! When I switched from Canon to Sony, I was still able to use the 18-35 Sigma, the f1.8, with which is a Canon lens. All right, so what's happening right here, right now, as we speak, live from the Christmas room, is I have a Canon lens on a Sigma adapter on a Panasonic body. Yeah, okay. So this same lens would actually work on my Canon camera if I had one. I don't happen to have one right now, okay? So I could put this EF mount on my Canon with an adapter. I could put it on a Sony camera with an adapter, and I could put it on this. I was going to say brand new. We're heading into our 4th week now with this camera. Okay, and my friend could put it on his R8. Okay, so Um, let's go. I think it's awesome that everyone here is into a different camera system, and yet everyone supports everyone. And that's important. That's why I won't let fights break out. Okay? It doesn't matter which one we choose. So if you'll see me step in, okay, now I'm giving you my behind the scenes. If it seems like somebody is going to parade their camera system or their way of doing something over everybody else, I'll put a stop to that in a very sweet and gentle way. Because I don't want Ray to get insulted. I don't want Sly to get insulted. I don't want Woody to get insulted. I don't want Simon. I want us all to be a big happy family. And that is very important. This is why it's the Christmas room. Peace on earth, goodwill towards men. That's the Christmas room. Peace on earth, goodwill towards men. Okay? And that becomes mighty, mighty important. Okay? So, what was I talking about? All right. So it looks like LUT 30 is where I have left it. Everybody has said they've liked it. I don't know how I can improve on this. I really don't. Okay? And if this becomes the look that I should have, then it probably should be the look that I should have. Okay? If anyone has any other suggestions, you know what I want? I'm gonna tell you what's in my heart right now. Okay? I'm a retired photographer. All right? And you've got a lot of people. You've got Tom Buck. You've got Ray. You've got the big names out there, which is Tom Buck. Okay? And you've got Gerald Undone. You've got Caleb over at DSLR Shooter. You've got the guy with the big hair. Okay? I know who it is. I'm not saying his name. I don't particularly care for him very much, okay? And then you've got that Asian guy. I don't care for him. I won't say his name either. So if somebody has really pissed me off, I don't give them my weight behind them. That's just the way I roll, all right? Now, these people have to cross quite a big of a line to piss me off, all right? I'm not easy to piss off, honestly. Now, these people that I've mentioned, there's actually 3.5 people that have crossed the line where I actually, if you put their name right now, I won't read it. I'll just smooth it over and you'll never know I just accidentally didn't read it. Because when I say their name on my channel, I'm kind of like adding my weight to their being in existence. I don't wish them any harm, God forbid, okay? I do act like a Christian Monday through Friday. I'm just not a Christian on church on Sunday. But I'm not going to add, like people that put bad comments. You know, it's like strange. I always found it strange when somebody will make a comment and everybody will be saying something really, really nice. Okay. And then somebody will make a comment that's nasty or give it a thumbs down. Okay. And then somebody else, well-meaning. Okay. So somebody just saved this boy or this girl's life. Pulled them out of the swimming pool. They were drowning. Gave them CPR. Saved their life. The kid chokes. And now everybody's like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. And it's like the happy. And somebody will give it a thumbs down. Okay? Now, you've got 1,000 people going like, oh my God, thank God that kid, everything is one, thank God he didn't die. And somebody will put something with a thumbs down. Okay? And somebody else will go in and they'll say, I can't believe that this boy's life was saved and somebody gave it a thumbs down. Don't do that. Don't give the thumbs down person your weight because your comment carries weight, believe it or not. I read comments. Everyone that's a YouTube content creator, we read comments unless we don't care anymore, okay? So don't put and give somebody else that's negative, okay, your weight. So Mr. Camera Junkie's in here, okay? He's saying hi. So I'm going to take a second. I'm going to say hello. Now he has a son. His son's name is Aiden. Hey, Aiden. How you doing, big boy? You playing with your toys? I know he's playing with his toys because I know where he is. He's never out of arm's reach. So Mr. Camera Junkie would probably be a contender for Father of the Year. He's got a special needs child that without Louis, that's Mr. Camera Junkie, without Luis, without his constant attention, the child might not make it. Okay, so he can't even sleep without a half-open eye. All right, so he was over here one day, and we're just talking. Okay, and we're outside. He's getting ready to leave, or he just arrived. I don't know which one it was. So we're outside in the front of his car. The car's running. Aiden's sitting, which is his son, is sitting in the car seat. Okay, and I'm talking to Mr. Camera Junkie. Mr. Camera Junkie, out of nowhere, literally jumps over the hood of the car. I'd like to see any one of you jump over the hood of your car. We're talking about a massive jump. So we're just talking, all right? So we're just talking about something, and I don't remember what it was. This is quite a while ago. This wasn't recent, okay? So I'm talking, and Lewis is talking to me, and suddenly he's jumped over the hood. So we're in front of the car. He didn't have time to walk around the car. He jumps over an Olympic jump. We're talking a jump that would be in the Olympics. And I'm not kidding. Okay? I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't say I'm a Christian 5 minutes ago and then lie. Okay? He jumped and was at that child faster than I can actually move my hand to look and see what the hell is going on. And he had Aiden over his lap, face down, and he was removing something that had lodged into his throat. If he wasn't attentive, the child would have died. He would have suffocated. Okay? That's how attentive Mr. Camera Junkie is to his son. So when I say he's a contender, it's putting goosebumps on my arms. He's a contender of Father of the Year. I'm not bullshitting you. This is serious stuff. That kid lives or dies based on Mr. Camera Junkie and his attentiveness. Okay? So that's how serious it can get with some of these grandparents, okay, and some of these parents. So I have very high respect for Mr. Camera Junkie. Now, that doesn't mean his poop don't smell, okay? We all do. We all have that, all right? But I saw him in action. So Mr. Camera Junkie is saying he's napping right now. So should I wake him up? Aiden, don't wake him up. I can have some peace when he's sleeping. Good thing it's a small car. It wasn't that small, you know. And Mr. Camera Junkie, no offense, okay? He's not a slight, thin little man. I mean, there's some heft to him. If he was going to hug me hard, I would have a hard time breathing. I wouldn't want to wrestle with him. Let's put it that way. So that good-sized, hefty, muscle-bound man, okay, because I go like this to a lot of people, and he's like a wall. I mean, it's all muscle, okay? So he's a very solid man, okay? So he became, what is it when that adrenaline comes and you can lift the car? You ever hear that saying? That happened at that moment. So, Sly says, that's called superhuman dad strength. Well, that was a good story, right? But it was a true story, all right? Mark is here. I love you, Mark, okay? I would jump over a car for you. Yes, I would. I love you. How's it going? I have a gig in Clearwater, Florida in September. How's that town? It's fine. Anything is Florida is fine. Better than anything you got in Chicago. How's that for a little pat below the belt, okay? And if you want to, and you're renting a car or something, come over and see me. I'll make lunch for you. I'll make you a hamburger or something, okay? I won't attack you. I'm safe, I promise. All right? I love you. You're invited to come. All right? Just so you know. You guys really mean the world to me. So Mr. Camera Junkie is saying to everybody, hi, 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 hi. So there we go. we have wrapped up a show. We've done a full hour. We're in the summertime. So I know you guys are out and about and spitting it out. If you eat something you don't like, spit it out, okay? So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for just stopping in and saying hello. We can meet over at Sly's, okay? And that'll be at 11:30 Miami time, 10:30 Oklahoma time. And what is 11:30 minus 3? Carry the 1 minus a 5. 9:30, 8:30, okay, sorry, 8:30 California time, okay? Or what do they call that? West Coast time? Pacific time. I got it. So I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow night we'll have Lewis's show at Mr. Camera Junkie. You never know when Carlos might go live. So, you know, this is something good I wanted to tell you. Wait. Don't leave. Hold it. Don't push that goodbye button yet. I got something to say. Number 1, this is for me, okay? Use my links. It helps me. You want to help me? Use my links because they keep track of who I send to them. So I have a link to the R8 in the description under the video. Use the link, okay? They will actually go and keep track that you came from Peter Gregg Live. Now, if you're going to buy something, use my freaking links, please. That'll put a few dollars in my bank account. Do I have to ask you for that? Seriously. And then the next thing is, when you watch the reprocessed show, you'll have the open comments. Leave me a comment. Say hi. Okay? Was there anything else that I should say? Tell me. Tell me now. Okay. All right. See you guys. Love you guys. I'm going to go potty. How's that for some more information than I needed to know? Okay? I keep you guys young. Because some of you guys are old and set in your ways, and you got to hear crap coming from me that just doesn't fit with your adult mindset. You got to stay pliable or you're going to get old. You got to laugh. You got to laugh at me. Start with that. Then you got to laugh at yourself, okay? And then you have to have a good time. If you're not having a good time, what are you waiting for? Okay, Peter, I plan on buying another Fujifilm camera. Can you put a link in there? Yeah, tell me what you want to buy, but you don't have to buy. You could use my link, and then while you're in there, go buy the camera. Okay, in other words, once you stay at Adorama, they put a cookie in your, what do they call it, Chrome. And for the next X number of hours, some 12 to 24, depending on which company, when you buy something, they accredited it to me. So here's how it works. Open an account and make sure you have an open account wherever you plan on buying. So if you're going to buy on B&H, make sure you have an account. If you're going to buy it at Adorama, they pay 6.5%. So buy it there. Okay? Set up an account. Then go click on my link. All right? To anything. To a lens. In Adorama. Once you're in Adorama, they'll keep track of you. And they'll keep a track of that I sent you. Now mosey on over to the Fuji camera. By the way, I'm so curious, Mark. What camera do you plan on buying? Okay. I love it when people buy cameras. It's like, oh, God, it's like Christmas. Like, hello, we're in the Christmas room. So what camera are you buying? I got to use Charles's XT4, and I was very, very impressed. Okay, it makes me interested in looking at the, what's the one, X, they all start with an X, okay, so H something with an S. That one, it's more video-centric than camera-centric, okay, but the XT4, she was really, really nice. Okay, Roy says, I like cookies, and he's too immature to get old, and if I don't shut up, okay, I'm going to talk right into Sly's show. All right, so let's say, okay, the Fuji XH2. So there's the XH2 and the XH2S. So the XH2 is the one that, it's got more resolution. I like that camera. Good for you, Mark. Good for you, okay? And Viltrox makes some really good lenses for that camera, too. So when you can't afford what you want, you can get the Sigma and the Viltrox lenses. All right, guys, I have to shut down. I have such a good time that it's hard for me to leave. So I have to shut my mouth down. And I have to go to the bathroom, honest to God. So now you got something you could laugh at me for. All right? So I might pop in with another show to show off all these little LUTs. And it'll be a vote, you could vote show. So it'll be probably short. I'll run through the different LUTs. You'll be able to actually vote which one you like, which one should change. You're going to have to keep notes, because if you say something like, I like that LUT, hello? I don't know which one you like. Okay? And I can't put on the screen for each one. Well, I could, but it's just too much work, because you got to put one for each one. Okay? You got to make a little insert. All right. I love you. I'm going to push the button. I'm going to go potty. I'm going to go eat something, probably that I shouldn't eat. And then, if the good Lord is willing and the bridge ain't up, I will see you on Sly's show, see you on Lewis's show, see you on my show next Friday. The good Lord is willing and the bridge isn't up. Otherwise, I could be pushing up daisies. But don't feel bad. And I'll tell you why in the next show. Bye. Love you. I do. Bye. You can leave now. Bye. Shh. Go, 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 go. What are you waiting for? This isn't Ferris Bueller. Bye.